another episode in JSTV. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a robotic vacuum cleaner that I've been using now for about a week or so. I think it's great. It's for, I believe it was $179.99, so $180 on Amazon. But for the convenience of, it doesn't replace your sweeping, but it does help keep a little bit more of the sweeping, I guess, in line. It's not really a complete substitute for sweeping in the household, but it helps out with all the small stuff that you leave off on the floor you forget about, or you just don't want to sweep one day. It's a great convenience. So let me show you guys a little bit about it. It is by a company called Deik. I'm not too sure how to say that, so I'm not going to try to botch it up, but this is the small robot that it comes with. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's obviously all the technology, the futuristic stuff, so it's things to get used to, but this is a pretty cool little robot. It has obviously an IR sensor. It has a bounce back bar, so if it hits something, it clicks, and then it knows that it's been hitting something, so it'll turn back around. Obviously, it'll learn its directions. So in the package, you do get 4 of these little bristles. So you get 2, obviously, that go in already. You have an extra pair, so once these get too soft, too worn out, you can change them out for that. You can always buy extra ones as well on Amazon, get replacements for it. So it does have your standard vacuum brush, picks up anything. All these little hands do is help push it into the center and help pick it up. Has these kind of like all-terrain wheels that also have I guess a mechanism in there to help move in for your sizes. I guess on the floor, for carpet, all that good stuff. Helps get that traction. It's worked pretty well in my house, in my apartment right now. It's been picking up everything. Inside, so if you just flip it over, it says right here, pull up. So in here is a storage bin. As you guys can probably see, I have a good amount of dust and fuzz in there because I've been using it for the past week. But I haven't emptied it out, so I'll empty that out today and show you guys a little bit on how it works. I'll show you guys with some like rice, ground coffee, maybe some cereal, just so you guys can get an idea that it does pick up some heavier objects. Included in this, which I think is pretty cool, if I can get it out, they give you this small brush. So right here on the back, obviously if you live with girls or you're just a dude with long hair or just dropping hair in general, down here you have this brush that gets caught up, so you don't have to be touching it. You can use this small little hook and just rip through all the hair and rip it out pretty much. You don't have to use your actual hands, which is a pretty good little benefit. But honestly, I don't really care. I'm not really a neat freak, so I'm gonna get dirty anyways. But it does save conveniently right back in this little spot where you pulled it out from. When you do receive the package, guys, this little guy, it says obviously charge it before using it. I left it overnight the first time to use it, and it's been working fine ever since. The remote that it comes with is this small little, it's a very basic remote, but on one option it just has the regular cycle. This second one, it's a random pattern. There's no pattern to it, obviously. This third one, it makes small rotations around. So pretty much it'll start in a small circle and it'll just continue making the radius bigger and bigger, which I don't know why you'd want to use that, but you can. This first button right down here, you pretty much press it, it'll clean your house till the battery gets drained. It'll go back to the charging dock, it'll charge up, and then it'll go back a second time, and then it'll finally rest on the charging dock once it's back on low battery, which actually is pretty cool. This second option right here, it just follows along your wall. For my house, it doesn't really work that well, just because, I have a bunch of things against the wall. Some are small. I have some water jugs on the side, so it's not gonna get through all that stuff, but obviously in an emptier room, it's a little bit nicer. They do have a wet mop option, which is this one, but this model doesn't have it available yet. I'm assuming they have other ones that this is the same control they use, so the button's just kind of there. But that's kind of one bad thing. But on the other hand too, you can set with this dude right here with the brain, you can set an automatic time for it to start in your house. And you can set it to any time you want. So if you're not gonna be home, I usually set it like around 9 a.m. when we all leave the house. It turns on, it sweeps a little bit. By the time I come back home, it's always in the same dock charging station. It goes back find it all the time. You do have to leave the charging station in an open area with nothing. I believe it's at 2 feet from each side and 2 feet in front of it. So obviously, so the sensor can pick up on it and the little robot can go back to its spot. If you're cleaning, the little arrows, you can change the direction so you can control it. You can sit here and control the little robot the whole time if you do want to. I don't see the point in that. In that point, you would just sweep yourself. But also the last little option is the charging one. So if you think the robot's cleaning and you're just kind of tired of it, or you don't want to see it clean because you're here, just press that button. It'll automatically stop and it'll start searching for the docking station, and it'll come back and start charging for whenever its next scheduled or manually scheduled time is to start cleaning. So with that all being said, guys, let's show you guys a little bit on the picking up capability of the little robot and show you guys why I like it. Test for the Deik, whatever, I'm not sure on the spelling still, but you get the point for that little robot. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn it on, just pressing the random one. I'll control it anyway, so. Alright guys, so that right about does it for the robotic vacuum cleaner. I showed you guys what it can do with the coffee grounds, the popcorn kettle, and also the rice that it can pick up. So it does pick up heavier objects, so if you're worried about it not picking that up, it will. So don't worry about that. The price range is a little high, but if you look at all these robots on Amazon, they're all around this price. So I mean, I would recommend it. It's really helped me out a lot in the house, just having it, setting it before I go to work. I don't have to worry about those little things. So it's a small little assistance for the price to pay. So you guys be the judge. I love the thing. So you guys decide for yourselves whether you want it or not. But that's my take on it, guys. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.